This is an explosion in a fireworks shop in Hunan province, and the owner of the shop deliberately did this as a way to, I guess you would say, show the public of the misery that he was suffering through. And here is him recording his last words in a video before he drank, essentially the way to end himself. In his note, he told everybody to go to Huatai City to watch the fireworks, and he stated that the local government personnel, the street office secretary, and others repeatedly demanded that fireworks and other gifts be under various pretexts, and they would take things without paying for it, and they even demanded money. Essentially, this man was an honest firework shop owner who was being robbed by the government's employees. He even accused the Chengzhou vice mayor Peng Shengzhi of implementing a one-size-fits-all approach, overreach in the fireworks industry governance. Now, as strange as it sounds for what he did to get back at the government, this is literally the possibly one of the only ways to show that you still had an impact or a voice. Simply because in China, even though this seems like it's an act of terrorism, the substance behind it is that it shows people have no authorities to go to when they want to petition for what's causing their misery, or there's no accountability. So in other words, when people protest or when people do things like this considered pretty extreme, it's actually a reflection of what essentially is there's no of what essentially is the last resort, because they know that unless it is something extreme, there is essentially no way to generate any sort of a reaction from the government. And in other words, as much as they wanted to for this to have changes to happen, it will lead to nowhere. And that, I think, is the biggest problem with China today. That the fact that you are so helpless in where you can seek help, despite the government telling you that you're living such a good life, this clearly contradicts those lies.